Hi everyone, good evening. Rana Sir is here. Welcome to our Rana Sir educational channel. Today I will talk on a topic whose name is quadratic equation. Okay students, so you concentrate on this video, that is new chapter name is 4. So you concentrate on this video. So you also like this educational channel, that is also subscribe the educational channel and also share this live video with your colleagues, friend and student, so that they can also know about the concept of quadratic equation, and also they can update and develop their knowledge on this topic. Okay student, so this is new chapter whose name is chapter number 4. Already I have this going to describe it. Okay student, because all information I have already, we have today I will explain, that is the class 10th mathematics, that is English medium, and it is also based on NCERT pattern, that is CBSE board. So this is the chapter number 4 whose name is quadratic equation. Okay student, so some suggestion points I am going to explain to student, and student has to follow, each and every student has to follow positively. Okay student, first of all, each and every student has to take one notebook and one pen, and then student has to sit at their location properly and positively. Okay student, now second information is that student has to write all information which are written on the blackboard, and then student has to listen properly what I am telling to student and how I am giving the solution. So student need to watch properly and correctly. Okay student, so here we have to explain the concept of quadratic equation. So first of all I will explain in 4 steps. I will explain its concept. First concept will be, that is first step will be quadratic equation and its solution. So if any quadratic equation is given, so how we will get its solution. So I will solve that one. Okay, and step number 2, that is the condition number 2, I will explain like this: solution of a quadratic equation by factorization method. Because if any quadratic equation is given, and how we have to get the roots of that quadratic equation. So in other words, zeros of that quadratic equation, we can also say that. So because quadratic equation has 2 power maximum, so there will be 2 value of x, and both values of x I will say in the form of roots. Okay student, so both root will cut on the x-axis, or both will meet on the x-axis, or both will not meet on the x-axis. There will be 3 conditions. All these 3 conditions I will explain in detail. Now second step is solution of a quadratic equation by formula method. So I will use the concept of formula, and then we will get the roots of the given quadratic equation. And next I will also use the concept of solution, quadratic equation and its solution. Okay student, so one by one I will explain in detail. So first step I am going to explain, that is first topic number 1. Yeah, I will write topic number 1. Its name is quadratic equation and its solution. This is the heading: quadratic equation and its solution. Here I will write quadratic equation and its solution. Okay student, quadratic equation and its solution. So in this case, I will explain two case. Case number one. In the other word, we can say that step number one. So step number one or case number, I will say the given equation which is written in the form of f of x. So if given equation is written in the form of f of x, that is f of x is equal to 0. If given equations is written in this form, then in second case I will say if I will put the value of x which is equal to alpha, and when I will put the value of alpha in the given equation, that is in the given expression, so I will get the value of that expression, that will be 0. So I will say alpha is satisfying that equation, and that equation is also known as quadratic equation. It means I can say that alpha is the root of that quadratic equation. Okay student, so one by one I will explain. First, in the first step I will say if the given here I can, if the given function is available in the form, if the given function, here I will write function या expression f of x in the form that is, I will say that is f of x which is equal to 0. I will say this is the condition number one. If the given function that is f of x is in the form, here I will say is in the form, is in the form, if the given function means f of x is in the form that is f of x is equal to 0. So I will say this is the condition number one, and then I will put if I will put x is equal to alpha in the given function f of alpha, if it will be equal to 0, if x is equal to alpha in the given function f of alpha which is equal to 0, then I will say that alpha is the root of the given function f of x. Okay student, in first condition the equation is given in this form, that is f of x which is equal to 0 in this form. So I am going to write it in brackets, so each and every student will focus on this expression, that is this equation f of x which is equal to 0. Now in the place of x I will put x is equal to alpha in the given function, that is in the place of x I will put alpha. So after calculating its value, I will get its value will be 0. Then I will say that alpha is a root. Here alpha is a root. Here alpha is root of f x. Then alpha is the root of f of x. So alpha will be root of f of x. So alpha, here I will write it here. Alpha will be root of f of x. Okay student, so this is the solution of the given equation. Alpha is the root of f of x. Here alpha is the solution of f of x. Here I can also say that alpha is the solution. Alpha is the solution of f of x. Alpha is the solution of f of x. Okay student, so it is very clear, because f of x is given in your question, now we have to get the value of f of x alpha which is equal to 0. It means that, in other words, I will say, if we are calculating the value of f of alpha which is equal to 0, it means that I will say that alpha is the root of fx, yeah. Or in other words, we can say that alpha is the solution of f of x. Okay, student. So you have to remember these two conditions. You have to remember these two conditions. If any quadratic equation is given, and we have to say that any value of x, here the value of x I have taken alpha because its domain will be from minus infinity to plus infinity. Its domain will be from minus infinity to plus infinity. So any value we will take from this domain. So the value of x I will put in the function, that is f of x, and after calculating we will get the value of alpha which is equal to 0. It means that value means that alpha is the root of the given function or root of the given quadratic equation, or in other words we can say that alpha is the solution of that quadratic equation, or alpha is the solution of that function. Okay, student, fx is also known as function, but here fx will have two variable, power of the variable is 2. Here x will have maximum power 2, so that expression I will say that expression will be in the form of quadratic polynomial. If the value of f of x which is equal to 0, so that polynomial I will say the quadratic equation. Okay, student. So these are two conditions, and these two conditions you have to remember, and after remembering we will solve questions which are falling in this state, that is in this condition, that is in this topic. I can say that in this topic, that topic is quadratic equation and its solution. If any quadratic is given, so how we can get the solution of a given point? That point can be alpha, or that point can be on a unique value, and that value from minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay, student, I feel that you are understanding very well. If you are feeling any doubt or any query or any issue, so you comment your issues or query on the comment section, and I will see the comment. I will see your comment, and then I will positively reply there. Okay, student. So now I am going to take questions from this topic, and I will solve how these two conditions we are applying in the given question. Okay, student. So I am going to take numericals from the textbook. Okay, student. So you properly note on your notebook topic number 1, whose name is quadratic equation and its solution. Okay, student, and also you write properly f of x that is given in this form, and also f of x which is equal to 0, and we will put the value of alpha in the place of x, and after that we will calculate, and that value will be 0. It means that alpha is the root of that function, yes, that quadratic equation, or in other words we can say that alpha is the solution of that equation. That equation is that quadratic equation. Okay, student. So I am going to erase this one, and after erasing this one I will solve the question which are based on this topic. Okay, student. Simultaneously you also like this live video, also you share this live video with your colleagues and students, and also your friends, so that they can also update their knowledge on this topic. And also you share this, subscribe this educational channel with your colleagues, friends and students, so that they can also read this topic and also they improve their knowledge on this topic. Okay, student, now I am going to take numericals from the textbook, and then I will solve how these two conditions are applying here. Okay, student. So determine, here question I am going to write, determine Question number 1, I am going to write determine whether x is equal to minus 1 by 2, comma other x is equal to 1 by 3 are the solution given, are the solutions of the given equation, that equation is particular, therefore there is limited equation, that is 6x square minus x minus 2 which is equal to 0 or not, which is 0 or not. Here I say that is equal to 0, which is equal to 0 or not. Okay, student. So here I will say quadratic equation and its solution. Now question is given, determine whether x is equal to 1 by 2, comma x is equal to 1 by 3 are the solutions of the given equation, and that equation is written here. Okay, student. So quadratic equation is given in the form of f of x which is equal to 0. That is the condition number 1 is existing here. Now we have to take we have to assume the given equation is in the form of 6x square minus x minus 2, and then we will put the value of x which is equal to 1 by 2. I will take its value from the left hand side, and also we will take the value of x value at x is equal to 1 by 3. If I will calculate the left hand side value on these 2 points, if this quadratic equation will be 0, it means that the value of x which is equal to minus 1 by 2 and also the value of x which is equal to 1 by 3. So these 2 value will be the solution of this quadratic equation. Okay, student. So one by one I will use the concept of quadratic equation and its solution, and then I will solve. Okay, student. So you concentrate on this video from starting to end for understanding how, if any questions are given, if any question is given according to this way, so how you will give its solution. Okay, student. So first of all, I have to write here solution, and then I will say the given equation, given quadratic expression is in the form of given quadratic equation is the given quadratic equation is in the form f of x is equal to 0. Now I will say f of x which is equal to, I will say in the left hand side, I will write in the left hand 6 x square minus x minus 2. Given quadratic equation, here I have to write equation. Then in short form I can write like this. Okay, student. So the given quadratic equation is in the form f of x is equal to 0. So in the place of this 6x square minus x minus 2, I will write this expression. Okay, student. So here I have to check the value of x at the point x is equal to 1 by 3 in 1 by 2, and also other value x is equal to 1 by 3. I will check. So I will check. So this is the condition 1 which is written here. Now in second condition I will take the value f of x at x is equal to 1 by 2. I will take its value at x is equal to 1 by 2. So here I will take its value at x. I will find the value of f of x at x is equal to 2. In other words, we can write f of 1 by 2. In the left hand side, I will put in the place of x 1 by 2, and also I will put same value in the right hand side 6 into, in the place of x I will write 1 by 2 whole square, minus in the place of x I will write here 1 by 2 minus 2. Okay, student. Further I will simplify, and after simplification I will get this value. So its value I hope that 1 by 6, that is 3 by 2, and this will be 2 to the 4 2 to the 4 minus 1, that is 2 to the 4. So its value will be here will be minus. So in the expression I am checking what is the sign. So both will be minus. So it will be equal to minus 1 by 2. Okay, student? Okay. So here x is in the place of x I am going to write minus 1 by 2. Here we have to write minus 1 by 2. Okay, student? So here I will put minus 1 by 2. So here I have to put minus 1 by 2. So f of x which is equal to 6x square minus 7 plus minus 2. So we have to get the value of f of x at x is equal to minus 1 by 2. So in the place of x I have to put minus 1 by 2. So in the left hand side I have put here minus 1 by 2. Now in the left hand side I have to put 6 into, in the place of x I have written minus 1 by 2 whole square, and in the bracket I will also write here minus is given in the question, and the value of x is minus 1 by 2 I will also put here. So I will simplify it. After simplification I will get this value. Now further above data I am going to erase. Okay, so here I will write f of x minus 1 by 2 which is equal to, I will simplify it, that will be 6. Here I will write minus 1 by 2 into minus 1 by 2, that will be minus 1 by 4, and this minus and this minus will become here plus. So I will write 1 by 2 and this will be 2. Okay, student. Further I will simplify. After simplifying we will get its value, that is 2 3 6 2 4. So here will be 3 divided by 2, and plus here I will write 1 by 2 minus 2. Okay, students. So further I am going to also erase this one. I am going to simplify. Here will be minus 3 by 2. Here will be 3 by 2, and here will be 2 to the 4 plus 1. That will be minus 3 by 2. Okay, students. So I will substitute 3 by 2 minus 3 by 2. It will become 0. It means that in left hand side I will say 1 by 2 is available. Okay, student. So given quadratic equation, if I have put x is equal to minus 1 by 2, so after calculation I have got its value 0. It means that x is equal to minus 1 by 2 is satisfying this quadratic polynomial. So because this quadratic polynomial, when I am getting its value at x is equal to minus 1 by 2, so I am getting its value is 0. It means that this quadratic equation is satisfying. So this quadratic polynomial is satisfying at x is equal to minus 1 by 2. Therefore I will say x is equal to minus 1 by 2 is the one root of this quadratic equation, or I can say that the solution of this quadratic equation is minus 1 by 2. Okay, student. So according to this statement, here I will write x is equal to minus 1 by 2 is the solution of given quadratic equation. Okay, student. So one verification I have done here. Okay, student. So 1 by 2 is the solution of given quadratic equation. Okay, student. So one answer is available here. Okay, student. Same. I will take same condition. I will use for the point x is equal to 1 by 3. Okay, student. If I will get also the value of x, the value of f of x which is equal to 1 by 3, and after simplification I will get its value which is equal to 0. So again I will write here at x is equal to, here I will write in this word at x is equal to 1 by 3 is also a solution of the given quadratic equation. Okay, student, according to this way I will solve. Okay, now further I am going to erase this one and I will check the value of x. The value of x which is equal to 1 by 3, that is solution of the given quadratic equation or not. If solution is available, so its value will be 0. If solution is not available, it means that if we will calculate the value of this quadratic polynomial at x is equal to 1 by 3, that will not become 0. So I will say that is not solution of the given quadratic equation. So that point will not lie on this curve. This curve means this quadratic equation. Okay, student. So same concept I will use for checking the point at x is equal to 1 by 3. Okay, student. So now further I am going to erase above data, and after erasing I will calculate the information of second value. That is second one. Now the given function which is 6x square minus x minus 2. Now I will check its value at x is equal to 1 by 3. If I will take the value of f of 1 by 3 in the left hand side, and also I will calculate the value of the given quadratic polynomial at x is equal to 1 by 3. If this term will be 0, so again I will say at x is equal to 1 by 3 is also solution of the given quadratic equation, because its value it become 0. Okay, student. If its value will not become 0, so I will say there is no solution at the point x is equal to 1 by 3. So further I am going to check. After checking, so I will get its value. Now I am going to put in the place of x 1 by 3 in the left hand side. This is the left hand side and this is the right hand side. So here I am going to put 6 into, in the place of x I have to put here 1 by 3 whole square minus, in the place of x I have to write 1 by 3 and minus 2. Now further I am going to calculate its value. Now this will be 6 divided by 9 minus, I will put here 2 by 1, that will be 3 to the 6 minus 1, 7 divided by 3. Okay, students. Further I am going to simplify this. So here I am going to put 1 by 3. So 3 to the 6 minus 1, 7 divided by 3, and it will be 2 by 9. So again I am going to evaluate its value. So here I have to write here I have to write 1 by 3. Now again I am going to simplify it. In the left hand side I have to write f of 1 by 3, which is equal to Here I will simplify 3 to the 6 and 3 3 the 9. So here I will write 2 divided by 3, and here I will say 7 divided by 3. Now this is the numerator value and this is the denominator value, and this is also numerator and this is also denominator. Now if denominator has same value, so that I will say that is the like fraction. In the case of like fraction, I will write 3 and then I will put above -2 -7. So I will simplify it. Okay, students. So again, I am going to create this one, and further I have to simplify the given data. So 1 by 3, that is written data. Here I will write -2 -7 divided by 3. After simplification, I will say that is 5 -5 divided by 3. It means that f of 1 divided by 3, I have got it is not 0. It is not 0, it has a certain value. So I will say at x is equal to 1 by 3, there is no solution of the given quadratic equation. So I will write it according to given information, because at x is equal to 1 by -1 by 2, I have got the value of 6x square minus x minus 2. After calculating its value, I have got 0. Therefore, I have told you at x is equal to -1 by 2, there is solution of the given quadratic equation, root of the given quadratic equation. But here I have calculated the value of this quadratic polynomial at x is equal to 1 by 3. After simplifying, I have got its value is -5 divided by 3. Therefore, here I will write at x is equal to 1 by 3, there is no solution. There is no solution of the given quadratic equation. So here I will write, okay student, so this is another answer of the given question. Okay student, so it is very easy to solve quadratic equation and its solution. If any quadratic equation is given, so first of all we have to write that quadratic equation is written in the form of f of x which is equal to 0. Now in second step I have to tell if f of x, if x is equal to alpha, at the place of x is equal to alpha, I will put in the given function f of x. In the place of x, I will put there, and after putting, and I will simplify. After simplification, I will get the value of f of alpha which is equal to 0. Then I will say at x is equal to alpha, there is a solution of the given quadratic equation. Yeah, there is one root of the given quadratic equation. So according to this way, I can easily give the solution of the given quadratic polynomial in the form of quadratic equation. Okay student, so I hope that you are knowing it very well. Okay student, if any question is given, so first of all you have to assume f of x which is equal to 0, and then you have to write f of x is equal to the given polynomial, given quadratic polynomial, and then you have to put the value of at x is equal to alpha. Here the value of alpha is given -1 by 2, and here value of alpha is also written here 1 by 3, because I have already explained about the value of alpha which has domain from -infinity to +infinity. Okay student, so we have to take real value from -infinity to +infinity. So the value of alpha you can find -1 by 2 and also 1 by 3, that is also belonging in this domain. Okay student, so you have to put the value of alpha at given point, that is minus 1 by 2. After calculating, you will get its value is 0. It means that that point is the solution of the given quadratic equation. If that will not be 0, here I am putting the value of x which is equal to 1 by 3. After calculating, here I am saying in the left hand side I have written f of 1 by 3 which is equal to minus 5 by 3. It means that it is not 0 at x is equal to 1 by 3. So I will write there is no solution of the given quadratic equation. So according to this way, I can solve any question which is related to this topic. Okay, student. So I hope that you are doing very well, because if any question is given like this, so you have to assume f of x is equal to 0, and you have to calculate the value of f of at alpha and also beta, gamma. Any points are given, that is from minus infinity to plus infinity. If the value of f of alpha which is equal to 0 on that point is the solution of the quadratic equation. If you will calculate the value of that function at the given particular point, and that function is not going to become a 0, so you will say that is not a solution of that quadratic equation. Okay, student. Now further I am going to take another question to solve on this topic. Okay, student. So this is very important, because some questions is asking in your exam. So you have to know properly. Okay, students. Now I am going to also explain some question which is also based on this topic, but some another important concept are there also. Okay, students. So if these two conditions you will know, so there is very easy way to calculate its value. Okay, student. Now here one question is written, so that is here there is identity, so that this is the equation number 2. So that at x is equal to minus 3, so that at x is equal to minus 3 is a solution of quadratic equation, that is x square plus 6x plus 9 of x square plus 6x plus 9 which is equal to 0. So same information is going to ask, because here one quadratic equation is given, because this is a, you consider here, you sometimes you forget it, you consider here, because this is a polynomial and it has maximum power 2, so I will say this is the quadratic polynomial, and in the right hand side it becomes 0, so that quadratic polynomial is become a quadratic equation. Okay, student. Now in the previous question, in the quadratic equation and its solution, I have told you, first of all you have to assume, you have to identify that equation is given, that polynomial is given in the form of f of x is equal to 0. It means that that polynomial becomes equation. Now you have to assume f of x which is equal to given expression. Now we have to get the value of at the given point. Here given point is 3. So here I have to find the value of f of x at x is equal to minus 3. And when we will calculate its value at x is equal to minus 3, it will become 0. So I will say x is equal to minus 3 is the solution of the given quadratic equation. So if here at x is equal to minus 3, right hand side value will be 0. It means that x is equal to minus 3 is the solution of the given quadratic equation. So if it is satisfied, it is valid, so I will say hence proved. So same equation is given here, so that we have to show we have to show that at x is equal to minus 3 is a solution of this quadratic equation. In other words, we can say that at x is equal to minus 3 it will be 0. So I will say x is equal to minus 3 is lying in this curve, and curve name is quadratic polynomial, yeah, quadratic equation, when right hand side will be 0, so that polynomial will become equation. Okay student, now further, in other words, we can also say that at x is equal to minus 3 is a solution of the given quadratic equation, or in other words, we can also say that x is equal to minus 3 is one root of that quadratic equation. So all meanings are same. Only you have to visualize it clearly. Okay, student. So further, you concentrate on this video, and also you like this video, and also you share this video with your colleagues, friend, and student, and also you subscribe this channel with your colleagues, friends, and students, so that they can also improve their knowledge on this topic. Okay, students, now you concentrate here. I am going to take its solution. Okay, student. Now I am going to apply first step. The given equation is given. Here I will write the given equation. Equation means this is quadratic equation. Given quadratic equation is available in the form f of x which is equal to 0. In other words, we can say that quadratic equation is given x square plus 6x plus 9 which is equal to 0. That is given in this part. Now in this step second, I will say f of x is equal to this much. Okay student, so you write each and every step properly for understanding clearly. Okay student, because each and every student has to know each and every topic clear. If you will have any doubt, so you will get you will get more trouble in your describing anywhere. Okay student, so each and every topic, each and every step you have to know very clear. Okay student, if you are getting any confusion, any doubt, so you comment, and I will see your comment. After looking your comment, I will describe, that is, I will explain, I will solve your comment question. Okay student, so further I am going to use step number 2. In the step number 2, I will say f of x is equal to, here I will write f of x which is equal to x square plus 6x plus 9. Okay student, so let him data, I will compare with let him data in this is the information number 1, and this is the information number 2, that is the equation number 2, and I will correlate left hand side expression with left hand side. Okay student, further I am going to erase above data, and I will write here second condition, and after writing second condition, I will also check the value at x is equal to minus 3. If I, after calculating the value of given function at x is equal to minus 2, and after calculating I will get its value 0, so I will say at x is equal to 2, this equation is satisfied. It means that at x is equal to minus 3, this quadratic equation has a solution. Therefore I will say that is hence true. Okay student, so same information I am going to display on the blackboard, so you properly listen, properly watch and listen, and clearly write on your notebook. Okay student, so here I am going to write step number 2. Now here I am going to say f of x which is equal to x square plus 6x plus 9. So I will say this is the condition, step number 2. So in step number 2, I have to get the value of f of x at s is equal to minus 3, that is given in the question. If right hand side value will be 0, so I will say at s is equal to minus 3, that there will be a unique solution, and that solution is existing. It means that hence proved. I have already shown. Okay, student. So now I am going to use at x is equal to -3. I am going to calculate its value f of -3. So in the place of x, I have to put -3. I, I have to put there -3. So here I will write -3 whole square plus here I will put 3 6 into in the place of x I will write in the bracket -3 plus here 9 2, so I will put there 9. So here in the place of 3 -3 to the power 2, it means that I will write -3 2 times. So here I can write -3 in one bracket, in other bracket -3, because here it is written, so I will this number 2 times plus here multiplication of plus and multiplication of minus, it will be minus. So it will be minus, so I write it clearly here. Okay, student. So multiplication of plus and minus, it will become minus. So I will put here minus 6 3 18. So I will put here 18 and plus 9 is 8. So I will put here 9. Okay, student. Further I am going to calculate this value also. At f of x is equal to -3. I have created simple information above. Now here equal sign value. So I will put here equal out sign here minus into minus value after multiplication it will become plus sign. So I will write there plus sign. Okay, student. So with the 9 here I will say that is 9 minus 18 value. So I will put here 18 and here plus value. Okay, student. Further again I will put this value. I will calculate this value. This 9 and this 9 it will become 18 and this will become -9 18. So this is plus 18, this is -18. After subtraction I will get its value 0. It means that I have calculated the value of f of x, the value of f of x at x is equal to -3. At x is equal to -3, I have calculated the value of the given function at f of -3, which is equal to 0. It means that at x is equal to 0, there is a unique solution. There is a unique solution of the given quadratic equation. Therefore, I will say that is hence proved. Okay, student. So here I will write one information at x is equal to -3. Is a solution of given quadratic equation quadratic equation. Therefore I will say hence proved. Hence proved. So according to this way, I have given the solution of the given question. Okay, student. So any question which are related to quadratic equation and its solution on this topic, so according to this way I can easily solve. Okay, student. So this is important topic because this is the particular question. If any equation will be given in a constant term, some constant term will be available, and then there is a question in that question is mentioned if x is equal to something, that is something means -3 is a solution of that quadratic equation already. That is the solution of the quadratic equation. So I will put the value f of x I will get. After getting, I will put in the right hand side 0, and after that we will take factorization. In the factorization of the given quadratic equation after solving, and I will get the value of the required constant term, that is the required unknown variable. Okay, student. So this is the particular condition. So I have used here particular condition, and in the left hand side after solving I have got zero value. So I have told here. So the I have given I have the given point x is equal to alpha, which is the unique solution of the given quadratic equation. A unique solution means a solution of a given quadratic equation. Okay, student. So any question which is based on this topic, you can use a particular concept, and in that particular concept there is two conditions, and both condition I will use, and after using we will get its required value. So according to this way, I will solve the question which is based on quadratic equation and its solution method. Okay, student. So I hope that you are knowing very well. Okay, student. So according to this way, the solution of the given questions can be done. Okay, student. So if you are getting any confusion, so you comment, and I will see your comment, and after looking your query and comment, then I will reply the solution of the comment question. Okay, student. So thank you for watching and proper listening, and also writing data which are available on the blackboard, and also which informations and speaking which informations I am giving you, so you properly write for further use. Okay, student, because each and every chapter each belongs to previous chapter is also belongs to in forward chapter. Okay, student, so you concentrate easily, because if you will understand previous chapter, so coming chapter you can easily understand, because coming chapter is also depend on previous chapter. Okay, students. So tomorrow on the same time, that is 10 past to 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. That is 7, 10, 10 past to 7 p.m. Here I will write 10, 10 past to 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. 8 p.m. I will always present. So if any question I am solving and time is already 8 o'clock, so I will extend it, because each and every question, the solution of each and every question I will give completely. Okay, student. So it will become 15 past to 8 p.m. or half past to 8 p.m. So this is the starting time, but Indian time can be extended. Okay, student. So time will start from 10 p.m. 10 past to 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Okay, student. So thank you for watching, and also you concentrate on each live video, because if you are getting any trouble for understanding in English medium, so you also look the my video, you also go in my video section, and in that section you read the each and every topic, that is each and every chapter in Hindi medium. Also there is question, I have already solved some questions, and I have given full concept of each and every chapter, that is real number, polynomial, and also pair of linear equation in two variables. Okay, student. So in live section you will only find the solution and concept of each and every chapter in English medium. Okay, student. So English medium is not any difficult, only you have to listen it properly and clearly. Okay, student. And if you have any confusion, so you ask, and I will explain the solution of your question in detail, and by you have to ask with comment. Okay, student. So I will see your comment, and possibly I will reply. Okay, student. By on the same time tomorrow I will meet with you, and I will elaborate with you next topic of quadratic equation. Thank you.